G'day, my name's Tomo and welcome back to another episode of Tomo's Tune-Ups. On this episode, we are talking about the rubber mounts for both the exhaust and the gear selector for a classic Mini or Moke. So there are two different types of rubber mounts available for both the classic Mini and Moke, depending if it wants to mount the exhaust to the car or if you want to mount the selector mechanism to the body. So this is the standard replacement. That is just the rubber type or the original style in which they used to sell. So these are a really good, easy replacement part in which you can do if you're doing any sort of maintenance on your vehicle. If your exhaust is starting to rattle, there's too much movement in the gear selector, this is a really cheap and affordable thing to replace. As we all know, rubber breaks down over time. Generally a bit of heat gets in there, they start to tear, and before you know it, the thing is dragging on the ground. Alternatively, you can upgrade to a polyurethane part. As we've spoken about before on previous episodes, polyurethane is a really good, firmer replacement part, but it generally tends to cause excessive vibrations because it is firmer. Now, because it is firmer as well, it generally tends to wear out a bit quicker. So if you're after a firmer sort of feel and a bit more drivability, the polyurethane is the way to go. If you're after a little bit more comfort and quiet, definitely the standard rubber replacement is the way to go. Now, it is worthwhile noting as well, there are a couple of nuts that are available and washers that you should replace when removing them. If it looks a little bit average, invest in a couple of new nuts and washers to make sure that it stands out and makes it look that little bit better when you're putting your car back together. You may not ever see it, but it is a good satisfaction knowing that you've put new nuts, washers, bolts, whatever it may be on your vehicle, knowing that the next time you go to remove it, it's not going to be as hard and you don't have to pull the grinder out. So check out their full range at minisport.com.au and we'll see you again on another episode of Tomo's Tune-Ups.